Hello everyone and welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show. We're coming to you a day after Magic Millions 2.0 and Trent, what a day it was. Our Point Edge, the big boy behind us, did the stable proud, a huge thrill for the Lucky Clover team, and he took his earnings past $1 million.
Sure did, Ads. He'll lift his head in a minute, I'm sure, and be the third musketeer here.
He's tucking into his feet and that's why he's not looking at the camera. Here he is. Hey buddy.
Yeah, earnings of 1.45 million, not bad for a $160,000 purchase, and well documented how sort of luckless he was in the 2-year-old race after bombing the start. Didn't get beat by far on the same day 2 years ago. So to come back 2 years later and a little bit of retribution in the cutest race was outstanding. As I said post-race yesterday to a number of media outlets, a horse like him, that's what the day's about, right? You can go back every year. I think we had him nommed in 4 races and ended up accepting in the obvious cutest race, but that's the beauty of the day.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
There's a race for every horse, and he found his yesterday, and the Lucky Clover guys were extremely thrilled, but it was just good when a long-range plan came off, and I suppose he had the class edge on them, to be fair, but we've specifically prepped him for that race third up, whereas if you look through the field, a lot of them were sort of racing and then the cutest race pops up. They've been quite deep into a preparation, so it was a faultless prep. I just want to send a quick cheerio out to Martin Harley, who done a tireless amount of work on him. He was unlucky not to be the pilot there yesterday through the unfortunate fall, and really like to thank you because you've done a fantastic job basically getting him ready through the trials and his first couple of starts, and you know, it was a fantastic result, and we really thank you, and really proud of the horse.
Yeah, huge result, and let's talk through some of the scenes. We obviously captured a lot of the scenes with the owners post-race. Great group of people. We had Steve Hargraves on the show last week that everyone may or may not have seen, and just they love their racing and they were pretty excited yesterday.
That's exactly right, and they're just a bunch of sort of mum and dads and common people like me and my old man, as I think he said a number of times, and that's why we all get along so well. And yesterday was just outstanding. There was plenty of beer drunk at the bar, and they were perched up right next to it for the entirety. So I'd say there'd be a few sore heads in the Lucky Clover crew this morning, that's for sure.
And I know Toby was very complimentary of the club for being able to, obviously it was 2.0, you know, 5 days after what happened on Saturday, and to be able to turn the track around. Well done to Navesh and the team for that.
Yeah, that was really good. The track raced perfectly, I thought. I think the last winner of the day got up the fence actually, and so there mustn't have been too much wrong with it later in the day. We had 8 mils of rain on Wednesday morning for a couple of hours, and I thought, oh, here we go, this is going to be great. But really good hot drying day Wednesday. The first race was at 1:20, so plenty of sunlight and a little bit of wind about, and the track dried up perfectly. It was a really good day's racing. A little bit different of a feel being on the Thursday. I think we said yesterday it's a lot more, felt like just a normal Metro Saturday meeting, a little bit more relaxed and not so crammed in, but brilliant day's racing nonetheless, and everyone enjoyed themselves.
Certainly did. And while we're speaking of the Lucky Clover team and Edmonds Racing, partnered up with a lovely filly by Alabama Express at the Magic Millions sale. So paid quite a bit, almost topped book 2 on the Monday. So I believe there's 20% remaining in her, but so people don't miss out on that one.
The shares are going very fast, particularly given what the poster boy for Lucky Clover done yesterday, and I suggest that last 20% will be snapped up pretty quickly. If you want to get involved, just to go to our website and you can find out a little bit more about her. We actually trained the mother. She was a very speedy mare. She was a half sister to Anna Heed, who produced the sales topper over here the other day, 2.6 million. I'm Invincible colt, so very well bred mare. And you know, we like trying to buy these first season sires with good racetrack performance, because at our price point, if they come out and fire in their first couple of seasons, we're not sort of able to afford them a little bit later on. So I thought we'd done really well to get it.
Yeah, certainly did. And there was one of 4 purchases. There was a D'Argento colt, a ladies only grey colt. He's already been snapped up, so well done to everyone there. Also a Hellbent Fort Bay colt with Spice of Thoroughbred, so he's selling well. And then the Star Turn Divergence, he's a flashy chestnut colt. Only 50% remains in him. He's in partnership with My Runners, and you've had some success with the Star Turns.
Yeah, we certainly have. Obviously, our own Mimi Lagarde, dual stakes winner, ran a really good third yesterday. Off the back of her, we didn't go hard on the Star Turns, but we've got a number of them in the stable. We've got Vanna Girl's half-brother by the Stallion that we paid a bit of money for at Easter a couple of seasons ago. He's got a good amount of talent, and it's a stallion that we like. So we're more than happy to partner up with the My Runners team, and looking forward to enjoying the ride there.
Yeah, well, anyone, if you are looking to get involved, inquiries at edmondsracing.com.au for more info on those available shares. Speaking of Mimi, let's just recap her performance. It was a great run. She loomed up. Trent was thinking for a minute.
Lightning's going to strike twice. Wow. Yeah, no, she was good. She was really good. I think you were standing with us after the race, and Jason Collett's comments, Vangelic to her outside for a good 400 metres or so was bashing into her, trying to sort of put her back down towards the fence. And she resented that, and no sooner did that stop, Kiku from her inside, who eventually ran second, was trying to force its way out, and sort of she was copying it from the inside as well. So sort of old tough geldings can get away with that, and they don't mind that, a bit of argy-bargy, but mares, more often than not, they don't love that. And Jason said that if that hadn't have occurred and he was able just to wait another 100 metres or so, she would have really let rip and finished off quite strong. Anyway, ran third in a good prize money race behind 2 really good mares. So proud of her. Obviously would have loved for her to win. However, she's in good form, race super, and there'll be more days in the sun for her, I'm sure of it. Just where we go now, not entirely sure. And
the other runner, Hard Empire, had no luck, and you know, it was still a good run considering he didn't get to really let down properly.
4 years having a crack at this day for the old fella, and 4 years of bad luck. If you go back and watch all 4 of his runs, just never any joy. But he was great. Look, went to the line largely untested, was up inside the winner at one stage, and Rachel sort of took hold to then get out and around it, and sort of just impeded his running a bit. Got a little bit tight at the top of the straight, and that was his chances sort of dusted. However, he is racing really well, and I think we documented that it was going to be his last run. It's not going to be his last run. He's sound. He's 9 years old, but he's enjoying his racing, and he's still racing well. So we'll find something for him and push on.
And he still left a bit in the tank, didn't he? So you can't go out like that.
It wasn't as bad as the first up Ramoni run last prep, but you know, similar type of scenario, absolutely luckless.
Yeah. Oh, they all ran well on a huge day of racing. Every race was worth $1 million or more, so well done to the team. And then speaking of doing well, the Vows, he extended his winning run, seems like a long time ago now, but it was last Saturday, making it, back-to-back wins at Ipswich.
He was totally dominant. Been a little bit bullish about him ever since that second up win, and he just continues to really thrive. So got a couple of options for him. We could go to the Sunshine Coast next Saturday over a mile, or we could hold off 3 weeks between runs and go to Eagle Farm. There's a 72 1400 cutest 3-year-old. Either way, ideal. It's good cutest prize money, Saturday prize money, and you're about to become bald.
Yeah,
he's
having a little nibble here.
But yeah, look, said to the On Fire Racing guys, they're coming out to look at him during the week when they were up for the sale. that I'd be disappointed if he wasn't really strong late and nearly winning, and that's how it panned out. Sean gave him a really good ride, and he'll continue to improve. I think he'll get a little bit further. He's just such a relaxed customer, and if he can do that, then it opens up a few more options. But good cutest Saturday prize money for the rest of the year, and that's what we'll be aiming at to achieve with him.
Well, we did pretty well. I think it was 23,000, wasn't it, for the win on Saturday? So
Exactly.
A great win for a provincial Saturday. So he's been a bit cheeky
He's
here. I think he
handing
wants
it up
to
now,
take my hair off or my ear or something. But all right, well, let's get into the preview. See if there's some more winners in store. Doomben Saturday, Cripps tonight, riding for Ben Thompson, drawn nicely here. And how's you gonna have a drink? He's gonna have a drink. Yeah. Good on you.
Cripps tonight, really good. Kieran McAvoy got off him the other day. Thought the track was a bit too hard on the was it the Wave meeting the week before the Millions, but still ran creditably. No, the horse that beat him by a couple of lengths into second, Busting's the favourite, but our guy's drawn nice and low, which certainly assists. Hasn't taken a backward step, in fact looks even better, and he's basically ready to run a really bold race. He's on fire. Really happy with him. That low draw should enable him to be right up on speed and controlling the event. If we can get a couple of cheap sectionals, really hard to run down. He's going really well.
Okay,
Yep.
Good each way chance by the sounds of it for Cripps tonight. We then move on to Preach, who's had a bit of time between runs. How's Preach going?
Can't draw a barrier, so at this stage, unless the race falls over, I think we'll be saving him. Probably go Ipswich next Wednesday, providing he draws softly. But he's ready to go, but just, yet again, can't draw a gate. So there's no point wasting another run with him. Try and draw a soft barrier somewhere and unleash him then.
Okay, wait for another day with Preach. Indian Dream, he's also drawn wide, but he's obviously a last start winner and going well.
Yep, he's had a fair space between runs now, and we haven't had to do a great deal with him. Stays at a mile. Could be a little concern whether or not he needs further now, but we've tried to just keep him nice and fresh. He was a good last start winner, really savaged the line. Tricky map so far. If Andrew can get him to begin, I'd like to see him sort of go to the first corner and slide across, try and take a spot. If not, we go back and then we're in the lap of the gods. So he's in really good order. Just bad barrier, sort of really dents your confidence there. If he was able to draw soft and take up a good posse, he'd be in the finish again, but we're just going to need a lot of luck to that first corner. And if he can slot in somewhere in like a good position, then good each way chance again at good odds.
His stats would be pretty good when he settles closer. You just feel a lot more comfortable, don't you? Because you know if he puts himself in a position, he's going to finish off.
Every time he settles closer, he invariably runs well, whether or not he wins or he finishes a close up, second or third. But you're right. All to do with the bouncing out of the gates with him. You know what kind of mood he's in 100 metres after the start. If he's full of intent and right there, then he's going to run really well. But we just need to work out the map and see how we go.
All right, well, good luck to Mr. Mallion there with Indian Dream and also the Lucky Clover team. Could cap a huge few days. The final runner is Dark Horse, who's drawn barrier 2 for Jim Byrne in the benchmark 72 handicap.
Yeah, we scratched him from last Saturday at Ipswich, drew wide, with the intention of running in this race, and I had my fingers crossed that he was going to draw soft. He did, so that's really handy. I would think he wouldn't be far away from them. He is extremely deep into a prep, but I really wanted to give him a go in Saturday grade, just to have a look and a little bit down on the weights as well, rather than sort of carrying higher weights all the time. He's got 57, so that's at least a couple of kilos relief of what he's been carrying, and sort of a bit of a throw at the stumps, very deep into his prep, as I said. Gets every chance from that soft barrier, to be fair, and crossing my fingers, as I said, hoping he drew soft. He has, so he'll be on speed somewhere. I think he proved here when Martin rode him one day that he didn't have to lead. He come from just off them and then pounced late on a really hard track. That was a very good effort. And if he's just got something to chase and then get him down late, that'd be good. I thought last start we tried to ride him like a good thing, a horse that was a roughie, sped out, and we were right on its clacker and put it to them too early, and he was sort of the hunted rather than the hunter. So if we can just be a little bit patient on him and get at them at the right time, it's a really good each way chance from that soft gate.
Okay, well, it could be a good day in those colours. Both good each way chances.
Yeah, for sure.
Which dovetails into best bets time. Now, disclaimer, I'm usually pretty good at maths, but I stuffed up the tally last
Didn't
week.
you ever? I
gave
thought that. I didn't say anything.
I gave you an extra 100. Should have been Trent 50, Toby minus 100. So, which brings us to, so the tally now, you'll see it on the screen, but both back in the black. Trent on 220, Toby on plus 70. Now, Toby's not here, so you get the honours of going first.
I'm going to go Crips tonight, each way special. Big odds, so I'll be going each way here.
So you're going to have your 100, as it is in 50 each
50
way.
each on Crips tonight, that's me.
Okay, well, Toby sent through his and he's going in the same direction, so 50 each way. The tallies...
I'll just keep tipping the same.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't get beat. You're beauty.
We might have to introduce some other rule changes there, but anyway, you're both going well. So we're into week 3 of the tipping challenge now. So giving everyone something to follow over the weekend. But sounds like some good each way chances.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Fingers crossed the winning run continues.
Exactly right.
All right. Well, good luck and have a great weekend, everyone.
We're signing off, and so is the big fella.
Yep.